Hi and welcome back to Gadget TV, and today we're going to be looking at something that is very, very close to my heart, and I'll tell you why. It's this phenomenal little outdoor lantern which has saved my bacon more than once, and I'll tell you why. Let's have a look. What can I say about this little Flavour L0818 outdoor lamp stroke lantern? Well, the story behind it is I purchased this a few years ago now, and the reason why I bought it is for fishing, night fishing in particular, where I could hang it from my rod rest and it would give me a little bit of light instead of using my head torch. Wow, was I mistaken? This lantern has come in handy for so many different things. It's quite simply unbelievable. It saved my bacon more than once. Just recently we had really bad floods in our village, and there's no street lights, nobody had any torches available that had decent battery life in them, and just by chance I had this available in the back of my car. I hadn't charged it for over 12 months. I thought, oh god, it's not going to have any life left in it, and it stayed alight for us to deal with the flooding for a full 9 hours, and that is without charging it for 12 months. It was an absolute godsend, pretty much a lifesaver. But let's have a look at it more closely, because this thing is packed with features which I think is absolutely fantastic. So first off, with this little Flavour lamp, it's got a drop impact for about 1 metre, so if you drop it from a height you ain't going to shatter it. It's quite a strong, robust little lamp, and I dropped this off my rod rest more than once onto stones, and the impact was nothing. It didn't even bother it at all. It is dust proof, fully dust proof, which surprised me actually, because I've used this in all weathers, winter and summer, in all weathers, storms, heavy rain, winds, and nothing's got through it. And it's also the class it as, unbelievably class it as water resistant. Now I've had this out, like I said, in the floods last week, and nothing got through it. It was bomb proof, literally bomb proof. There's 3 different colours. This is obviously green. It does a blue one and a black one, so there's 3 different colours available. Now a single charge on this, a single charge can give you 128 hours of atmospheric light, as they call it. Now you imagine 128 continuous hours of usage. No wonder I got 9 hours of full light off it last week. Quite unbelievable how long these batteries last. It's between 14 and 320 lumens intensity light, and you just turn it on by this. Get your finger on it. As you can see, it looks like it's flashing on the screen, but it isn't. And you can adjust this and come brighter, brighter and brighter, all the way up to really, really intense light, as you can see. Now in the dark, I'm still going with it by the way, in the dark this really does give a good area of light off, which I think is really good. Let's have a look a little bit closer at some of its spec. Now to get into this thing, to charge it, it's very, very straightforward. You've got a base, screw the base, release the cap, and just gently tip the battery out, leave the light there, and as you can see, there is the rechargeable battery. You plug it into this slot and you keep it on charge. Now I usually keep it on charge for about 6 hours before the light goes out. A little red light will be flashing or on continuously. And another handy tip now is to save you a few quid. Now as you can see, I've got an outdoor solar monkey here that I've had for about 10 years. This is ancient now, and it's probably past its sell by date. There's much better ones on the market, but you've got to talk, you know, you're talking a decade ago, but it still works. So I linked the USB cable into it when this has got plenty of charge in it, and as you can see, it's linked to the battery, and you'll see a little red light. You can just see the red light shining there. Just see it, just here. Now that red light tells you it's charging. Now it'll take a long time for it to charge this battery up using this method, but if you're stuck outdoors and you've got no other way of charging this, it's a really handy way of gaining free electricity, I guess, and charging this absolutely awesome little lamp up. You know, you think about it, it's a really good way of doing it. Now I've also used this lamp, as you can see, for power cuts. I just hang it up in the front living room if there's a power cut, and we've had many of them recently, and it's giving enough light in the room for me to see what I'm doing, especially when I crank up the intensity of the lamp. So there's a really good handy tip. If you've got a Solar Monkey, link it up. You can get these for next to nothing now, and you can get them much more powerful than this unit, but that just gives you an idea of how to charge it if you're not, or if you're off grid. So as you can see, I've got my fishing gear set up, just ready for the sun to drop and the night time to arrive. And you've got your little favour lamp hanging from your rod rest, and the illumination that this gives off is quite incredible. I can see what I'm doing with my tackle, landing fish, if I'm lucky enough to catch one. Everything around you is illuminated, and it doesn't give any off beams onto the water or anything like that. As you can see, it's dead handy, just hanging off my rod rest. And also this has got another handy link to it if you want that almost candlelight effect, maybe when you're camping or whatever. It's actually got a handy little clip on the bottom of the lamp, and you can hang it upside down. You can take the front screen off and just have it as like a candle effect, which is quite handy. I mean, I don't use this part of it, but people do. I've seen people camping and hanging these up inside the tents just like that, and having it on a really dim light, just enough to see. And like I said, 120 hours of light, it's unbelievable. Absolutely incredible how much it gives. Let's go and see it in the dark, see how much light it gives off. So if there's a power cut, or I need to come into the shed at night and the lights are off for whatever reason, this is so handy for illuminating just about everything in its path. Now if I turn this off, it'll give you some idea of just how dark it is. There you go. Just see some light peering through from the lights inside the other building. Turn it on, and there we go. Look at that. It's an absolute wizard of a lamp. Now people are going to ask me where you buy these from. Now I bought this directly from, at the time, the Favour website, and I think came back it cost me about 60 quid. However, good old Amazon are selling them for about 40 quid, a lot cheaper. Now if you're going to buy a lamp, an outdoor lamp that's going to last the test, last the test of time, and is fully, functional, dust proof, rain proof, you can use it in all weathers. I've had it in all sorts of horrible weather, believe me. For 40 quid, or just less than 40 quid, this is an absolute steal. I'll put the link on the description. Please leave a comment or two. This Gadget TV channel is going to grow and grow. I just wish this was sort of 12 months, 18 months down the line, so I could have reviewed this then, because it would have got much more traction rather than it being the second film in. But we are what we have, we are where we are with it. Please leave a comment. If you can subscribe, that would be fantastic. Any questions, please ask. There she is. My favourite little lamp.